Hello guys, good day. I am Vivendran Kadiravel, doing Bachelor's of Electrical Engineering Technology, specified in Robotics and Automation Technology from Faculty of Electrical Engineering Technology, University Malaysia Perlis. Today, I would like to introduce my final year project entitled IoT-based humanoid robotic therapy arm for paralyzed stroke patient. Stay tuned. Let's look at the project demonstration. To know the relevance of my project, I've carried out two case studies. One of it with the recovering paralyzed stroke patient and the other with the Chief Executive Officer of Yayasan Ipoh Rehabilitation Center.
I am Ravi Chandra Analaki Govindasamy. I am from Segamat, Johor. I am ex-military man, retired. After I think 2012 I retired. 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. While I was driving, I feel uncomfortable. Then rush to clinic, check my blood pressure. My blood pressure very high. Then doctor advised me to go to hospital. Then went to hospital. At the hospital they check, they scan my head, and then they say you are in a mild stroke. IoT-based humanity robotic. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Therapy arm is something new for me, and I have lack of knowledge about the IoT. If I would know about it earlier, I would have
Try that.
Yeah.
I did BSc in agriculture, which is completely different from medicine. And then I did MBBS, and following MBBS in India, in Hubli, Karnataka. Then I was in, when I came back and I was working in Malaysia, I did my FRCS from Edinburgh UK. After that, I did attachment in France and in Germany for spine surgery, knee replacement and hip replacement surgeries, including in Einstein Hospital in New York. So these are the few places I worked. And after that, I've been in government service all this while until retirement. I retired in 2015, and on request by some people, I was told to stay on for 2 more years. So I finally retired in 2017. Having retired there, the trustees invited me to take over the Yayasan Ipoh. You become wheelchair bound.
Okay.
Unless you improve on that, and then you start standing and start walking, taking 1 step, 2 steps, and so on. That is one. Second one is the hands. So very often the hands that are affected, they are the ones that are the last to improve. So even the leg, they do improve. The leg improves more than the hand.
Oh, okay.
So very often they find that they cannot ride, they can't carry anything with their hands, they can't hold anything, they cannot turn a car door, they can't move in and sit down, they can't get up from a sitting position. So all those things become difficult. So they need assistance for all that. Those are the difficulties. So they lose the social well-being. They can't meet people. They can't go and visit friends. They can't go for functions. So they become depressed. So it's a chain of events that happens. There's a lot of motivation required to improve. People who cross the age of, say, 60 or 70, probably about 0.1%, about 1% of the population may get strokes. They just need to start physiotherapy. So physiotherapy, it's almost immediate. You must start. So as long as you can control the blood pressure, make sure there's no further damage, then start rehabilitation. So they need to learn. The brain has to relearn that the hand is there, the leg is there, and this is how it is to open it up. This is how it is to close it. It has changed people's life. But I think they need support and they can improve.
Through rehabilitation and
Mental
therapy.
support. All kinds of rehab. Either psychological rehab, physical rehab, nutritional, all that. The thing is, we do not want the person to be exhausted in the day's exercise or rehab. So we would prefer, of course, we suggest everyday physiotherapy, but for a limited time. So that way you keep increasing the intensity or the duration. So even then again, how many repetitions we do, we try to force them. You have to tailor it to the patient. Sometimes the patients just cannot take more than half an hour of exercise. You see what happens, we also use what is called as a phantom limb. So it means they don't recognize the limb which is there, the stroke limb, because it doesn't move. So they cannot feel it that way. So by fixing this gadget to the hand and letting them see that the finger can move, the hand, the wrist can move, so the brain will register. This is my hand. I can do this movement. And slowly the perception of whether it is in this position or in this position, they will perceive. Oh, looks like my finger can move. This is what happens. So they relearn. It's the machine is not going to change their stroke by making them strong. No. But the machine is going to teach them that they're able to do it, and that is actually their limb which is there, and the limb can actually do this. So they learn those things on their own.
So
But when you fix the machine, the gadget, and then it moves, so they see something new in that hand.
okay.
Oh, my hand can just do it without the help of the other hand. So that means it can do.